Welcome, guys. Thank you guys so very much for joining. I am on Periscope. Hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for the hearts already. If you just want to type where you're joining us from on Periscope, that'll be great. Hey, thanks for joining Facebook Live. Welcome. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Tuesday evening. As my broadcast stated, pay yourself first. We want to pay ourselves first. So, hey, thanks for joining. Welcome, Pamela. Thanks for joining. Hey, Jonah King. What's up, rich friend? Thanks for joining. So, my name is Odetta King with OdettaKing.com, where I talk about business, career, finance, education to help you stack more coins. And we do this in two different ways. We show you tips, tricks, and tools. Hey, girl. We show you tips, tricks, and tools to help you, one, save more money, and two, monetize your skills. So we're teaching you ways to earn more money, and we're also teaching you ways that you can save more money. And tonight's topic is 3 ways. Hey, thanks for the hearts. Thank you, guys. Guys, where's the love? Can you guys just share the scope on Periscope? Hey, Mom, and share the scope on Facebook. So if you just want to click the share button on Facebook and share the broadcast, for those of you on Periscope, just tap the little Perry dude on your right hand corner, which is probably your left, and share the feed with Twitter. Hey, thanks for the hearts. Hearts are always appreciated. So again, my name is Odetta King with OdettaKing.com, where I talk about business, career, finance, education to help you stack your coins. And we do this. Welcome, Northern California. What part of California are you coming in from? And we do this in 2 primarily ways. One, we teach you how to save more money with different tips, tricks, tools, and hacks. And secondly, oh, Sacramento. Wow, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. And the second part is we teach you how to monetize your skills. So tonight we're talking about paying yourself first. Last week I did a broadcast with regards to savings, and I actually got a couple of email afterward because some of the apps that I did recommend to save are digital, of course. And believe it or not, I did get a couple of emails, people saying, well, you know, I'm not really tech savvy and I don't want to download another app. I don't want to do, you know, my budget on the app. So I've actually put together a Excel spreadsheet document, which is a budget guide. So first you want to have a budget. So how many of you have a budget that you're currently working with? Do you have a budget? Type 1 in the comment below on Facebook and type 1 in the comment on Periscope and let me know if you currently do have a budget that you're working with. I'll give you guys a second. Do you have a budget? Awesome. What about Facebook? Do you guys have a budget? Okay, so it all starts with the budget, and the budget does not have to be scary. It's pretty much a 1-page simple sheet that I've put together. Awesome. Thanks, Pamela. The budget is a simple 1 spreadsheet that I've put together, and pretty much you're going to be putting your income, how much money you're making, and then you're also going to be putting your expenses. So that's pretty much the budget. But what the budget will allow you to do is to see where you have opportunities to save more money or where you have opportunities to reduce your expense. So if you want to get a copy of this free budget that I've put together, it's a 1-page PDF file that you can download, and it's just a simple 1-page spreadsheet that's going to detail your budget. So you can either do it on, hey Chavez, thanks for joining. You can either do your budget electronically using your phone and app, but for some of you who wants to have something tangible to hold on to, you could go to my website, OdettaKing.com, That's OdettaKing.com. Once you go to the website, there's a pop-up window that's going to ask you, thanks for joining, Sherma Green. There's a pop-up box on the website, OdettaKing.com, where you can put in your email and you'll be able to download the PDF budget immediately. And you know, I like to do freebies, and there's also a free tip in there to help you stack your coins. So once you download the budget, you'll print it and you'll fill in all the blanks. What are your expenses? What is your income? And you'll kind of have like a lay of the land to see. You made me create a budget. You did. That's good. That's good. Because listen, girlfriend, we don't want to drop any coins. We want to see it all. We want to get the whole picture. We want to know how much is rent, how much is light, how much is gas, how much is saving. We want to have everything on a spreadsheet. So I've created a really nice, simple one-page spreadsheet, which is a budget. And you can go to my website, OdettaKing.com, download it. And once you download it, print it, and start putting your numbers in. Also, like I said, I've also included a free tool to help you save more money, and it's a free tool. So you definitely want to download the budget and get that free tool. So once you have your budget laid out, you are going to look at your budget for gaps. You are going to look for ways that you can save your money. And the reason why I want you to work with a budget is because you are actually going to put yourself on an item line in the budget as though you are a bill and you're going to pay yourself, right? So the title of tonight's broadcast is Paying Yourself. So once you download the budget by going to OdettaKing.com, you print the budget, which I've included a free tool to help you save. You are going to add your name to that line item in the budget. And once you add your name, you are going to allocate money that you're going to pay yourself as if you are a bill, as if you are a utility company, as if you are a car payment, insurance, whatever bill that you guys normally pay. You are going to put your name in that budget line as though you are a bill that you have to pay, and you are going to pay yourself. So rule number one, you want to download the budget, you want to get the free tool to help you save more money, and you also want to put your name in the budget. This way you're going to pay yourself. So how are you paying yourself? So some of you might be already paying different bills every month, right? Some of you, how many of you, by the way, let me ask this question. How many of you automate your bills? Or how many of you automate your savings? So let's say you get your paycheck goes directly to your bank. How many of you have deductions coming from your paycheck into a savings account or a savings category? I'm going to give you guys a second to answer that. Let me know if you're currently automating your saving account. In other words, your checking account or your salary goes directly to your checking account, and from there is a certain amount that goes towards a saving account. Type 1 in the comment below on Periscope and type 1 in the comment on Facebook, and let me know if you are automating your savings. Okay, just like I taught, no one is really automating their savings. And that's the problem right there. That's the problem. Okay, one, awesome. So, okay, so now that you've allocated yourself, that you're going to pay yourself, you are going to automate your bill. So you know you're paying yourself now because you're on the budget, you're a line item in the budget, and you're going to allocate money to pay yourself. So whenever you get, you're not, Sherman, thanks for being honest. So that's okay. That's why you're here. You're learning. So you're going to pay yourself. So when you get paid, if you have a job, when you get paid, you're going to make sure that you have some money deducting directly from your paycheck. So if you have your paycheck going directly to your checking account, which is awesome, you also want to have your checking account having small deductions. And the reason why I say small, because a lot of us may not work for a lot of money. We probably don't, because we don't even have to begin with, we're prone not to save. But I want you guys to save. So you're going to allocate a small portion, even if it's $20 a week, even if it's $20 a month. Guys, the key is to start. Don't wait until you get a big lump sum. Start small consistently. Even if it's $10 a week, $10 a month, whatever you have, just start small. And have that amount deducted from your checking account directly towards your savings. Which brings me to my second point. You gotta have more than one savings account. You gotta have more than one savings account. We already know Citibank, Bank of America, and all those guys don't give us anything, but we need to put our money someplace. So you want to have a high yield savings account, and one that I highly recommend that I've been using for years is called, that's the key, working consistently. Exactly, yes, consistently. Don't say, okay, I'm gonna save $500 or I'm gonna save $100, and then you save for like 2 weeks, 2 months, and then you fall off the wagon. No, you automate your payment. You automate your saving. This way it goes every week or every month, whatever you can afford, even if it's $10, $20, whatever, something. Over time, compound interest is going to skyrocket your savings. If you, listen, if I had started doing this 20 years ago and I put aside $10 a week, you know how many money I would have had by now, 20 years? So the key is to start small and consistently. So this is why you're going to link your savings automatically. So it's going to, from the minute it hits your checking account, you're going to have a small amount automated every week. If you get paid every week, you could put whatever the amount is. If you get paid every 2 weeks, if you get paid once a month, whatever your schedule is, you automate it. So usually it's recommended that you do 10%, 15 or 20. But again, you know your paycheck, you know your salary. So based on, you know, whatever you have in your account, automate that amount. So that's one way that you can save money. And you want to put it in a high yield interest account, not your regular checking. You don't want to keep it in your regular checking. Why? Because you are going to end up spending it, because you are going to end up taking that money out. So the key is you want to have a separate account that's going to be a high yield interest account, and one that I highly recommend is called Capital 360. Capital 360. I'm actually going to put the link when this broadcast is finished, but it's Capital 360, and I'm going to give you a special link. I save $365 for sure a year because of $1 a day. Oh my God, yes! Yeah, can you imagine just $1 a day? And you, yeah. Totally. I love it. I love those stories. So you want to put that money in a high yield savings account. This way you can earn more interest while your money is being sitting there saving. So that's rule number one. Pay yourself and automate it. So awesome. I'm glad you guys are doing it. And then the last point that we're going to talk about, which is major. How many of you have credit card debt? How many of you have car loans? How many of you have student loans? If you have car loans, student loans, credit card, put a 1 in the comment on Periscope, and put a 1 in the comment on Facebook. If you have car payment, monthly car payment, if you have student loans, if you have credit cards, put a 1 in the comment on Facebook and Periscope. Awesome. So what I want you to do is, this is going to be an exercise for you. You are going to call the company if it's a car payment, if it's a credit card, if it's a student loan. Guilty for credit card. Oh my God, credit card and student loan. I know those kill you. But I have a trick for you guys. What you can do is you can call up the company. Credit cards are notorious for this. I do this every 6 months, even though I don't even have debt. And I still call them. I do this with everybody. So you want to call up the credit card company. You want to call up the student loan, then you want to call up the car payment. If you do, you call up those companies and you talk to them. They're human beings just like us, and you let them know, listen, I'm having some financial difficulties and I just want to see if there's any better payment plan, or if the key word here is interest. You want to see if they can reduce your interest rate. A lot of people don't do this and they're leaving money on the table. Oh, hi Micheline, thanks for joining. Bonjour, comment vas-tu? A lot of people, they don't do this. They don't call the credit card company. They don't call their student loans, and they don't call their car payment. Why? I don't know. But guys, you have to remember that if you don't ask, you'll never know. Closed mouth don't get fed. The worst can happen is they'll tell you no. That's the worst. And so what? Like, you're not going to lose anything. That's the worst that can happen. So I want you, all of you that have high credit card debt, high student loan, high car payments, you have absolutely nothing to lose. So tomorrow, you're going to call up your credit card company and you're going to ask them if there's any better interest rate. Make up a story. Tell them you lost your job, or tell them, you know what, you're having some financial difficulties and you really want to keep making your payment, but you just want to know if there's any lower interest rate out there that's available. A lot of times there are promotions, but they're not going to call you and decrease it. Why should they? They're making money off of you. They're not going to call you and tell you, oh, you know what, we have a low interest rate and I'm going to give it to you. No, that's going to be leaving money on the table for them. So they're not going to call you. It's your best interest for you to pick up the phone, which you will do tomorrow, and you're going to call them and you're going to tell them, you know, you're having some financial difficulties, or you're trying to make ends meet, or you lost your job, or, you know, you have a lot of stuff on your plate and you just want to see if there's any better payment. Listen, they're human beings just like us. And if you get some really nice representative, maybe they may say, you know what, we don't have anything right now. Check back in a couple of months, 3 months, 6 months. Or they may say, you know what, there is an introductory offer that we're currently running. It's normally for new customers, but since you've been with us for such a long time, let me see if I could extend it to you. Guys, you would be amazed at some of the stuff that I get for free and just by asking. I'm with American Express and I call them religiously every 6 months. Every 6 months I call American Express, even though they're not making a dime off of me. A dime. I'm probably their worst and best customer, because I've been with them for over 20 years. And they give me a crap load of stuff and I pay my bill on time. So they don't ever get anything from me. But I still call them. Why? Because there may be one time that I may not be able to pay my entire bill on time, and I may go over. And then they're going to charge me. But it's very, very, very slim. I would say 1%. So I'm not their ideal customer in the sense that they're really not hitting me up with interest charge fees. But majority of people don't do this, and this is money that they're leaving on the table. Could you imagine if you call your credit card company tomorrow and your interest rate is 14%, and you ask them for a reduced interest rate? Even if they reduce it by 1%, that's going to save. That's going to help you. So your challenge tomorrow is to call up these companies, call your student loan, call your credit card, call your car. You have absolutely nothing to lose. You're potentially leaving money on the table, and if they say there's nothing right now, then ask them. Say, hey, can I check back with you in 3 months, 6 months? Let me know when if there's any offers coming up. When can I check back with you? Or can you put me in your database? Especially if you've been with a company for such a long time, they are more apt because they want to keep you. They're not going to want to lose you. They're not going to want to lose you. And another tactic that you can deploy is you can say, hey, well, you know what? This other credit card company is offering me a balance transfer for 0% a whole year. Once you see that, it's like, oh my gosh, like they do not want to lose you. So because they don't want to lose you, if there's any better offer, they're going to reduce your interest rate. So guys, those are my 3 tips to help you save more money. Again, I'm going to recap and reset. My name is Odetta King with OdettaKing.com, where I talk about business, career, finance, education to help you stack your coins. And we do this in two ways primarily. One, we teach you ways to save money, and two, we teach you ways to earn additional streams of income. So tonight we were talking about saving money, and I suggested that you first start with a budget, because if you don't have a budget, you're not going to see where you have cracks, where you have holes that you can plug money in, or you can reduce money. So you want to go to my website, OdettaKing.com. You want to download your free guide, which is a one-page budget sheet. Once you download it, you're going to put all your expense line by line. You're going to put your income. You're also going to put your name in one of the line items, because you're going to start paying yourself. After all, that's the topic of tonight. You're paying yourself. Just like every other bill, you're going to pay yourself. And you're going to pay yourself by automating your check. So if you get paid every Friday or every 2 weeks, you're going to automate that savings to pay yourself. So even if it's $20 a week, $40 a month, $30, $10, or whatever. Hi, Arande, thanks for joining. You're going to automate and pay yourself. So that's rule number one. Rule number two is you are actually going to be contacting your credit card company tomorrow. You're going to contact your car payment. You're going to contact your student loans, and you're going to negotiate with them. You're going to ask them if there are any other, thanks for joining. You're going to ask them if there's any other lower interest rate that they can reduce your rate, especially if you've been with them for a long period of time. So those are my 3 tips for tonight. You definitely want to, like I said, download the free budget worksheet by going to my website, OdettaKing.com, because there is a free tool in there that's going to help you save more effortlessly. And you always want to save. You always want to stack your coins. And lastly, if you are someone that's looking for more, you might be looking for more opportunities to earn more money or to save more money. Thanks, Orande. There is actually a e-guide that I've put together. It's on my website. Hey, thanks for joining. Preto. Oh my God, Preto, where are you joining us from on Periscope? Thanks for joining. Let's say you've done all the basics, but you really want to 10x your savings. You want to 10x your savings. There's 5 tools that I live and breathe by. 5 tools that's going to not only automate your saving, it's going to help you save effortlessly. And let's say it this way, every time you spend money, you're going to be saving money with these 5 tools that I'm recommending. So to get these 5 tools, you can go to my website, OdettaKing.com, and you can purchase it. It's $17.99. As of Saturday, it's going to be $25. And like I said, it's 5 tools that you all will be using to not only 10x your savings, it's going to allow you to save. Actually, one of the tools is going to just help you save without you even budgeting, without you even thinking about it. And the best part is every time you spend money, you're going to be making money. So the goal is you want to put your money to work. It doesn't matter if it's $1 a day. It doesn't matter what it is. Over time, your compound interest is going to help build that number. So just to recap, automate yourself, download the budget, and contact those companies to start reducing your interest rate. You have absolutely nothing to lose. Worst case scenario, they'll tell you we have nothing right now, and then you'll say, okay, so can I check back in 3 months, 6 months, or put me on a list to contact me when there is a reduced interest rate. That's all I have for you tonight, guys. I will see you tomorrow. The entire week we're talking about savings, and tomorrow we'll give you more tips, tricks, and tools to help you save your money. Again, it's your girl Odetta with OdettaKing.com, where I talk about business, career, finance, education to help you stack your coins, primarily in 2 ways: saving more money as well as monetizing your skills. I'm also the creator and founder of ilovetoswap.com, where we swap fashion and stack our coins. So have a good night, guys, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, Periscope. Bye, Facebook Live. Thanks for joining, Orande, Pamela, Micheline. I think my mom is on there, Sherma Green. Guys, thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday evening wherever you are.